Welcome to all the viewers. I am Atul and we are playing Humankind at Humankind difficulty. This is series 10 where I'm again doing an over-explain series, episode 3. And we are continuing from where we left off at the end of the last stream and episode, which is at the beginning of the medieval era. For the over-explain series, I'm trying to show one of the best ones, which is Taino. I would consider it an S tier culture, specifically because of how strong their food generation is. They are an agrarian culture. They want to generate a lot of food and a lot of population, which is generally extremely easy with Taino. They have one of the best units, Bera Hunters, which is a range unit with indirect fire, a range crossbowman, and a lot of great things. So yeah, let's already go into the game. And they also have the Bate, 10 influence on settled city, and 10 stability on all of this, which is very important because if you see, all our cities were pretty unstable, right? Or rather, that they did not have high stability at all. I did keep them all above 40%, or rather above 30%, so that we would not have any rebellion or any kind of other bad issues. But they were not in good shape. That is what we will be fixing up here. However, considering that this is an over-explained series, I will be explaining some great tips for playing in the medieval era. And one of the things that has to do is the civic, which becomes active just now. And if I look at this, I think it should also be here. Yep, urgent affairs. And this particular one is land rights. This is, I would consider, the core point where the game really differs in how much you can play. And if you have a homeland which is with very few number of cities, and you only want to very few large number of cities that is tall, then you really want to go here. Plus 10 food per number of attached territories. This is a lot of food for sure. However, if you want to expand, I would consider this as probably the most OP civic in the entire game. And the reason is this, right? If you read this, plus money instead of influence must be used to claim, attach, and merge territories. Right, and if you look at our influence and money generation, both of them are very similar, but we are not really using money for anything, right? The money is just piling up, while the influence will be needed up to make cities. However, influence then will not be used to attach territories. That is why this is what I consider one of the best ones. So I will be choosing this. It will also get us to plus 5% gold.
An interesting choice, which may lead to a concentration of wealth with interesting and unexpected consequences.
Indeed, Mr. Narrator. And let us see other choices. Yep, cultural conversion. She is having a lot of culture. We will be combating all of that. She has regained renown as a merchant. We are selling research, or we are selling resources. And we have completed foreign outposts, which is actually one of the most important texts because it allows us to get to seafaring mastery. And and as with every era in humankind, there are a few important texts that you always need to consider, right? In the first era, it was carpentry, city defense, and organized warfare to combine armies. Here, it was for the army, it was standing army, and I would even say mounted warfare if you are going for that in siege tactics, but really standing army to get swordsmen. And here, in this era, these are the two texts: war summons and heavy infantry. For fame, the tech which gives fame in ancient era is writing. Here it was imperial power, and here it is seafaring mastery, which is even in line. But the other thing which becomes active are icons with this one, colony model, and even every era has one. What this allows to be done is that every new city that you bring about will have all the constructibles already done, and they will even start with more production and with population. That is so important that this, I would say, is the first tech that you should always go for, then for the city cap, and then beeline here. That I think will be good. What we can do is make sure everybody is on science, gold, and production focus, right? Get all your cities up in that order, and we will start building up stuff. So let everybody move. We have some army that we can construct, and now I want to discuss the other thing, right? If we look at the Taino, plus 10 influence on settled cities. So right now, even if we build a Bate, it will not give any extra influence, but it will give us some stability, which is very required. The settled city status, as I have already discussed before, But if you didn't know or didn't see, then it happens when you are above 90% stability, which is like 91% and above. So that is where we want to be. We want to be there. So what thing should we be doing? 10 influence, regardless of how things are, where things are, just place them. In fact, this is so good. I would say this is a good one. Oh, and this can only be made attached, right? This cannot be freely placed. So I think it is a good idea to place one here for this territory. And then we will consider the other ones slightly later, right? Always try to build it one by one, because if you see here, this is being recommended because this has not been exploited. But the moment we place this territory here and this is done, completed, it will automatically exploit. So it's always better to build it one by one. Yep, this territory wants to build it here. That I think is fine. I mean, this territory can build it on this side perfectly fine. So I will build it here. We will also exploit some of the mountains, which is fine too. So let's just build one here. 3 turns. Don't worry about that. That will be completed for sure. Okay, we are also befriending them. I will befriend them for sure, because they do have one strategic resource which I will probably want. Hrama, I think I will remove this one since that stability will be given, and I will just start going for Batei. Batei even over, I think, House of Scribes. This is +4 science only, which is not the best, which is really doesn't matter too much. Bateis are much more important. And yeah, I think let us just build it here. It will exploit everything. Yep, Batei is everywhere. Okay, what can you do? I think we have to try to move to this continent, but it's very hard because we don't have the ability to jump too much. But we will also complete sometime later the tech seafaring mastery, and then it will be much more easier for us to travel around. Okay, this is a scout. So we can try to settle up territories here if we wanted, but maybe that will become too contested. So we can let these territories just be here for now. And the scout, what should the scout do? I think the scout should really try to be on the new world. You can auto explore. You can auto explore. You can auto explore. Okay, 2 auto explore is good, more than enough, right? Not more than 2. I definitely want to make up some city here. I will definitely be also making another city up here, so we can just be silent up here. That is good. Good. And just be around here to defend our territory. Yeah. Okay, that is the end of the first turn, turn 86. And in Humankind, each era is about 40 turns to 50 turns. So the first era was like, or Neolithic, we were till about turn 15. But we ended the first era around, I think, turn 50, 55, which was a little bit late. So here also, we are not the first one in here, but I think I will be trying to show off if we can snowball or not. I think we should be able to snowball here pretty easily. So let's do that. Let's see. Do we have any wonder which can be built? Yep, we can check wonders. Okay. There are certain wonder combinations which are, I would say, completely OP in this era. Some of them, which is Great Mask of Jinn, which is very good because what it allows you to do is to get 5% bonus fame gains uh, after this. The other great one is Great Zimbabwe. Uh, but this is only with combination to another wonder which will come up in the next era, the Taj Mahal. Notre Dame is great. Angkor Wat is great. In fact, these are, I would say, even Citadel of Alam. All of these are great wonders. Some of the best wonders that you can get actually is Angkor Wat combined with Machu Picchu, which would allow us to share the food everywhere. What I will be waiting on Angkor Wat, and I think I will be showing off Great Mosque of Jinn. Right, 10 faith, 40 stability, so we can put it on any one of these cities. and give 40 stability to it, right? As well as a lot of production here, which is very, very good. So that is what I will be doing. So let's just take it. Not a lot of influence needed. 450. Yep, let's claim. And we already should be able to see. Yep, you see such a good place. This means that for this city, it will give not only 40 stability, but 21 food and 25 production. So yeah, let us just take it. In fact, this is such a strong one that I would even suggest building it in front of everything. Yep. In 4 turns, this will be done. And then we can start building bateys, or maybe just have the first round of batey complete. And then we can go with the Wanderer. So yeah, let's go. Yep. I think we will go around here. New grievance is
A delight
available.
to see you again.
We can demand some territories because our religion is spreading everywhere. I don't think so. How is our relationship now? Maybe our relationship is vexed. We are stronger, but they are jealous and they have aired grievances against us. I think we should try to get around here and see how we can do things. But we will definitely be waiting 4 turns before we settle in the next territory. Okay, we are here. This is a territory with unknown strategic, so we definitely want to settle. And now we see the cost, right? You see the cost is so lower, right? I mean, the influence cost would have been so high and basically prohibitive. But this cost is really nothing. I mean, in fact, if anything, I can even just build it here since we are already here, right? 470 gold, who even cares? And then we can build up these 4, 5 territories around here. Yeah, we cannot like upgrade, but yeah, we should be able to do other things. Let's see. No, I will let this scout rider, I will build it, and this one can explore the territories if it wants. Okay, and we are getting back to our place. This one also, we will, with this diplomatic unit, we will go around here trying to search for more grievances, which should be happening. We will be seeing. Also, the bateys are common squatter district type, right? If you see, the bateys are a common squatter. They count as common squatter. And one of the best things about common squatter is that once you build, I think 2 or 3 common squatter, then another one, then there is a particular, there are particular like civics unlocked. One of them is this: have at least 1 common squatter and 1 garrison. Then we get a choice, right? 5 food and 5 industry on maker squatter per adjacent common squatter, which is very good. So for this, we want at least 1 garrison, which I will be getting. And the other one, I think, is, this is also very important, but let me see. There is another one which allows us to build common squatter much more easily. And none of these ones. Huh. Okay, it will become active at some point. I do not remember exactly which one it is, but it allows us to have a choice of building the common squadron much more quickly. So I think that, oh yeah, this is this one. Yeah. Have at least 3 common squadron, which gives us the ability to have minus 50% common squadron industry cost, which is very, very important. Not for our capital, since our capital will have very high production, but for other cities. Right here, it would be so good to do that. So actually, I will buy this batey, and you will instantly see that our happiness, or rather our stability count, should go to 55 total, or rather 45 total. So we will become a little bit more stable. And this also gives us food. So now we will start doing up this one. Yep, all this will be exploited. So this is perfectly fine. 310. Build it here. In one turn, I can buy it again. In Memphis, I can buy one. It will get us to 69, and also place it here. So that after we buy one more, then the industry cost will be reduced very easily. And then we will be able to run through all of them. So how about this? No, this is not a good one. Maybe something like here. Okay, yeah. So remove this, build this one up here, we will see. It will be a 50% cost reduction, so maybe I don't even want to go above 50. This is not a good one, but what will be the other ones which are best? Yep, this is a good one. 310. So I will remove this, get this one on top, and we will go to next turn. Right, I would say it's a good idea maybe to have some of these ones get to 90%. This one for sure will get there because there will be also 40 stability added from the Great Mosque of Jinn. So that is very important for us. So yeah, let me check that everything is going fine. Yep, everything looks to be fine. And done. This sound will always make on some particular inputs that, one of the AIs has died. Yeah, that was me.
And you are here because?
And this is one of the reasons to have a very strong religion. If you have a strong religion, your religion will keep spreading, and you will keep gaining this kind of grievances that that your people want this region to be within your control, and that will generate so many grievances. This is free grievance territory, and you really want to abuse this one up. So yeah, we will be making sure of that.
You come to talk? I will listen.
Yeah, Livia Drusilla now feels differently about us. Friendly. Yep. Do that. The other one that I really like is Monumental Contractor.
Let's make it so.
This has been a great pleasure.
Because it allows us to build wonders, but initially I will take diplomatic cooperation.
I have
Yep.
a proposition.
And since we are friendly, it will
I think
basically
you'll like
be
it.
almost done.
This will be good for my people and for me.
And I will take
I
up
think
the
that this calls
dice
for a celebration.
for more production. And although we will use up a little bit of our gold per ton as kind of let's say upkeep, but it is very important, and I will settle up these ones for sure. Make territory claims up here for sure, and we can get our scout rider to help make some territory claims in the middle. This one has iron, and this territory goes up like this, right? The snake like territory. So let us get in here. Maybe we can make a safe claim around here. We'll see. Oh, this is 620. This is pretty good. Yep. 380. Pretty good, done. So 927. This is a little bit too much. Okay, yeah, 298. So if we get this done, now this will get unlocked on next turn, which is very important. So we will be doing that for sure, but now let's get everybody on the Great Mosque of Jinn. For one turn. And there is a little bit of micromanagement to do if you want to optimize it really, but no, even if you don't, I think it's perfectly fine. It works really well. But I'm trying to show off how to try to really snowball so heavily. So let's see. We have 2 turns before we can get to feudalism. Yep, next turn. One of our cities, Thebes, has gained a population. We are 3 turns away. Yep. And we have this particular civic. Okay. Our attitude with rural Tichibrook has also changed.
Let us
Yep.
yes, I cannot dispute the benefit in that.
And I will definitely be getting these 2 are the best. I will initially, I think it's time to get monumental contractors.
We would all
Yep. And as demonstrated, I think in the first or in the second episode, this allows you to just build the wonders for them for a whole lot of influence or gold, and I would really like it for influence. Yep, fundamental values has been unlocked. I definitely want to always take this minus 50% on common squatter industry cost, which is so good. Although sometimes if you are not building too many common squatter, then what you can do is wait for kind of an event which pushes you towards this side and then take it, so that then you are pushed back again. So you can do this too, but I will not be trying to show off that much micromanagement. So let us
A
just
bit
take
of
it.
flexibility and freedom is more than worth a bit of risk, right?
You see, minus 50% industry cost. It doesn't add your industry. What it actually does is it removes the industry cost completely. That is how it works in this game. And you already see what is this 184 at 182. So for 0 gold, you can instantly buy it. You see, the builder star was completed. Although maybe that was not a good idea, since I should have done that after doing the Great Mosque of Kings.
5 commons.
So maybe it was a little bit not a good idea to show that off like that. Okay, so let's just do it. It's fine. A lot of these ones will get built insta built, and because it has the cost has been reduced 50%, so all the bates can be completed even in one turn, which is so important. Okay, so let's just go. We will just get around here. Yep, you can be care. Okay, there is also grievance generated on this territory for some reason. I hope our diplomat can get there, but I definitely want to settle up here, right? And it's so much easier to settle with scouts, right? So, and there is a kind of trick to settling it up, right? Moving territories is much easier. Like if you see, the movement cost is like 38. I would even say if you have a slightly suboptimal territory, which takes like 1 or 2 less turns, it might just be easier to move and build it there and then move it here. It would take us actually 1 extra turn to move, and we would have to spend even more turns to move back to get territories here. So I will just build it up here and then move it up if we want to, which I guess we will want to do that. So in 1 turn, feudalism will be done, and there is somebody racing ahead of us, and they are actually racing through the most important text, which is what we will be wanting to do too. Although maybe I will just build the +1 city cap, which is very important for us, so that we don't lose too much uh, like influence per turn. But we will be seeing how things go. So let's go turn 90. I expect this era to end on turn, let's say 110. For the middle era and the later era, you should want to aim for a era ending in like 30 to 40 turns instead of 40 to 50 turns, and like the first two eras. But if you play them really well, you can end eras even in 20 turns. And we reached here at what, right? If we look at the entry turn load, we reached as the Taino on 86, right? So 4 turns, 3 turns ago. So we will see 86, 87, 88, 89. So 4 turns ago. So we will see how that will go. Yep, let everybody move. Feudalism has now been researched. So any city that we now start with population as well as infrastructure. And I will show how important is that, right? Yep. Some resources are being sold, so that is why we keep getting even more gold. Very important. Yep, acknowledge. Oh yeah, somebody is like a diplomat culture, and they have demilitarized the territory, and they will be gaining +1, like a grievance, or not a grievance, but like a diplomat point for every unit there, which is very good. Okay.
You have our greetings.
She now feels hesitant about us. It is deteriorate because we are weaker than them. I think we have to build up hopefully some important stuff with her. So let's just do this. Maybe it will get rejected. Yep, because we are weaker than them. You see, this tells you that you do not want to be weaker than the AI. Although she is here and she cannot really attack us, so we are fine. As long as she doesn't feel that we are weaker than them, it is fine for us. Uh, since I'm trying to optimize things, I'm really waiting a little while before I expand. Oh, if we build up a city, that will be 14th. expansionist star, right? The 14th territory within our control. So I think we can do that for sure. And we will have one turn left, and I can show it how to do it in a how to make up a good territory. So if you look at this side, right? Do we want claims up here? Maybe sometime later, but what we really want are claims up here, right? So a good way to start is see some good, great territory that you can start with, and then just start a city around that place. So in this sense, we want this particular luxury, this all these luxuries. So we will be starting up a city here, and it might be it would definitely be a good idea to have this particular city, whatever we start, take up all this territory. And this, although this territory is a little bit exposed, so maybe this one should not be a city. So I will start up a city from here, from like Alborad, and then take up all these claims, one, two, three. Now you will see the power of feudalism, right? If we click this, see, Habana, our first city, and it starts up with everything automatically complete, right? See how strong that is? That is just OP. We can actually help build a great mosque of jinn, but maybe that is not required. How many, not the expansionist, but how many builder stars do we need? We need a lot more builder stars. And as with like every city that I build, I would say definitely have few makers quarter. Right, without makers quarter, this is not a good place. You definitely want to have some makers quarter in every city and choose up a place. I would even say that this middle territory is much better for makers quarter up here. So we will wait to attach this territory and then do that. And for now, I can just build a Batei into Great Mosque of Jinn. So like I will get here and Great Mosque of Jinn. And in fact, since this is our very first uh, district being built here, see the cost so low. I will put everything on production initially. Maybe we can get this to one turn. Can we get this to one turn if we focus everybody on production? That might be a good way to check. Okay, let's see everybody on production. Everybody on production. No, we are still missing by a little bit. Oof. I could always attach this territory and then we would be fine. We are missing a very, very small amount of production. And the population here is 2 out of 4. Yeah, sorry for that. I had a little bit of cough. Yeah. So I could attach this territory for sure in Memphis. And that will give us the necessary production, I think. Obviously, attaching a territory will also increase the cost. So the cost here is 317 that you see. But if I attach this territory, you see, it went to 370. But we also got the expansion star, so maybe not the best way. But I at least will get this done in one turn. Okay, that would be good. Not really well aligned, but now that we have completed feudalism, I will be settling up even 2 cities. So I think I will let us go to theology, make sure that this is in control. The second city will be around here, this side for sure. Right, there is a lot of resource. I would even say a second city up here, a third city down here is what I really want. Three or even 4 cities, and claim the new world as much as possible. What I will also do is build a diplomat unit up here, 284, just to get it here. Yep, that is good. And we have settled up that territory. Habana is here, so this one should be very cheap now. $514, let's go. Yep. Let's end turn before we see where should we next city. The next city will take 2760, which is exactly why the land rights were so important, right? It would be so much harder to expand if we could only do this with influence. But if we can just make city with influence while territory with gold, you can expand very easily. So let's just go. Yep, a new wonder can be claimed.
It is hard to believe that something so grand and sumptuous could be built with humble brick and adobe.
And we have finally completed the Great Mosque of Jinn. You can always see that this game is extremely gorgeous to play and look at. Yep, and this gives 40 stability and all this production and weight and everything to this city, which is why this city will now become stable by itself. And I think for the time being, what we can really do is make sure we get the citadel for the AI. Uh, that will really boost our attitude as well as give us a lot of influence. So I will get this bate. Yep, and I will do that in one turn for sure. Oh yeah, also get this bate. Yep, in one turn Citadel of Alamut will be done. We can claim up yet another wonder. And there are some great wonders to show off here. Right, this is another good wonder because it gives +9 science on every adjacent research quarter and will give us a lot of faith over time. This will give us a huge amount of gold over time, and considering that there are so few resources here, that is very important. As well as Angkor Wat will give us food per faith in the particular city, and there is a later wonder Machu Picchu which will allow us to distribute part of that food. So that is a wonder that I've showed in many of my playthroughs. But I think what I will be doing here is just go for the standard Great Zimbabwe. Right, it gives 20 stability, 2% money per number of unique type of resources available. And as always, it will exploit some resources, which is pretty good. So let us just claim this 1050. Yep. And we can even build it like here or in Garama. I think it would be better in Thebes. Right? You see? Such good placement. We can build it up here 2012 or 1618. That would be so good for us. At 1618, that is what? 34, and this is 32. Whichever you wanted. This is also 34 because this will also exploit that a little bit of science there. In some ways, maybe this is a better off as a as a research quarter area, like research quarters up here, and maybe Notre Dame there. That would be better. So let us see if another city has this much better. Oh yeah, our capital will. But our capital will have the highest stability anyway, so let us just put it here. At 1618, what do we want? This one or this one? You can just choose whichever you like. I always like a little bit more of production, so I will just go try to build it up here. Yep. Make sure the citadel will be done first, and then I can even go for bates or just go for the wonder, whichever you like. I will say that one extra bate would be better. Oh wow, it's saying that this is the best one still. Okay, just build it here then. I have no complaints. How about this city? Where do you want this? It wants it here. Fair enough, whatever it wants. And then on the Great Zimbabwe, all that will be done, and we have a new tenet that we can choose. I would say there are some great tenets up here. SQ Gluttony probably is one of the best because it gives +1 land movement on every and naval movement on every unit, which is a very good one, as well as given 10% unit industry cost. Even on defense, I would say this is so good, right? +1 movement is something which can never really be replicated. The other great one that I really like is this one. It gives +2 money per number of trade routes, which is a very high amount of money. Uh, I would say sure not mercy is very weak. developing intellect is not that strong because it is only plus 20 science, right? It's not plus 20%, but 20 science, which at this point you are like at 400, 500 science. You'd never really need it. Same with here, it gives a lot of things on commons quarter. So if you are building too many commons quarter, then this can be good, but not normally. And purge idleness is also like 15 industry on main plaza. It would have been great as a previous tier thing, but 15 industry now at this point is pointless. So really, the best are two up here. And what I think I will be doing is just selecting SQ gluttony to show off the best one. Or and you can pick up between them two. So SQ gluttony is always the safer one because it's just easier to yourself be the one who moves fast and have the lower industry cost for defense than somebody else. Like at least that way nobody can take it. So now we have SQ gluttony. We are at level 3. I think nobody is at level 4. A lot of people are at level 2, but nobody is even at level 3 with us. So we will practically be the first to level 4, which is good. Yep, we have colonization. So this is yet another great civic. You can have a choice, right, between a lot of on capital, a lot of yields if you want, right, per city founded on a foreign continent, and we will have 3 or 4 founded, I think, but we will see in the later era how this much can do. And if you are low on stability on foreign continent cities, then you can always choose the naturalized colonies. Like plus 25 stability is a lot of stability. So this is a very important civic case if you want high stability on the cities on the foreign continent, and if you can get them very stable, then this one is better. So at this point, we really don't care too much. It will be stable pretty well. I just want to make sure to have all of this within our city. In fact, what I really want is to attach this particular territory, 54. Yep. And make sure that I make first some maker's quarter, which is really needed before we start doing anything else. Yep. Get down here. 4 turns. Okay. You don't need to be there. Maybe there. So this will be a good tile to settle on, and let us just start making more claims. At 711, 511, 620. Always go for the most production since it lowers the number of turns taken. Yep, that is good. Don't worry about this. This will still be fine. We also got quite some more gold. Foreign war was declared, so they will be keeping themselves each other busy.
These lands belong to us.
Yeah. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us. We will have definitely make sure that we have enough army left. So at any point, if we see that if we are not that much stronger than her, then we need to start building up army. Yeah, we are definitely their closest challenger, so they will definitely try to attack us for sure, I think, within some time. Okay, maybe I can get here. And with you, maybe I can get there. Okay, that is good. This territory, and what do we want? This territory to be settled? I don't think so. Oh, although this one is not beside her, so maybe this is still fine. 521. This is 25. This is 26. Yeah, just do it there, I think. Next turn. Turn 92, this will be settled up. For each city, what I would recommend, a good stable place is to have 2 territory attached to a city. So like any city with 3 territory early on, and later on you really want the 4th and the 5th territory. So just make sure to have those territories up, right? Like here we have that territory up, and at some point we will definitely be making sure to settle it up. But also don't spread it too thin. Like don't do it like this, because then that final territories can be easily attacked. Like something like here is pretty good. Like Garama will be very good around here. Memphis already has 4, so we will see if I need another one. Thebes is good. Thebes can take this particular territory, right, for its first luxury resource. And then I will maybe settle up one of these territories up here, and we can let free people have the other two sides, which would be also fine. Definitely, we will be having treaty with them, but let us first complete the Citadel of Alamut for our friend. Let's go. Anything which we need to do? Not really. Yep. Let's go. Next turn.
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
While the narrator says that,
With
we are at
30 leverages, it's clear that your business is to mind everyone else's business.
while the narrator says that, it clearly that we are just a bystander, but we help build that wonder, and that will also create another event there. If you go here, urgent affairs, right? If you remove this,
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
he will repeat that again, but it really doesn't mean anything. We have also another event that which you want. Either we can do science investing or requisition or purchase. Do whatever you like. I always like to say that I do not want to go on the tradition axis. I do not want to go on the authority axis. I always want to, I mean, on the collectives, on both are fine. Even being in the middle is fine, but science investing is so good, right? Science is king in forex games, so that is what it is. And where was this built? Okay, here you see the icon. This is where Citadel of Alamut was built on the mountain. Pretty good. Hopefully, we can have a friendly relationship with you. We already have a pleasant relationship. That will be very good for us.
Here is a proposal to get your...
Yeah.
You are as just as you are wise. We would all benefit from growing
Yep.
closer. It is a pleasure to meet with one of your
You don't need to hear the entire thing. And with this, we can gain either 1782 gold influence or leverage. The leverages are used to get the diplomat star, which is here, you see. So, but the first one will take us 175 or something, and then on. That will scale very heavily. I would say if you're learning the game, you should try to just not try to get these stars too much. I mean, definitely get your diplomats up, make your diplomats get some leverages, but do not assume that you will be able to get those stars. In fact, they are very, very hard to get. I would say the scaling here is very, very off. The best is clearly the influence as always. So just take that, right? It will give us 2590, which will actually allow us to build another city if we just want to. And I do want to build up another one here. This particular one, we can be on the bottom here for sure. I will also want to settle up that territory. And although there is a little bit of a gold difference, you should not care about such things. You can just settle up territory wherever it's the fastest. You will save like 10-20% of gold, so like, let's say 100 gold. But it's always better to have the territory and have that territory rather than not have that territory just because you wanted to maximize or save a little bit of gold. So just make sure that we have our border up everywhere so that we can settle cities. Yep, we have gone this done. We are at 64, so we want actually some stability here. So should we go for Great Zimbabwe or more Pates? I think more Pates might be actually more important. So if I build something here, where should a Pate be built? One is being asked to build here. Okay, good. And one is being asked to build here. That is all good, right? So 3 Pates, I think this will be completed very quickly, and then we should be able to quickly get to 90 plus stability, which is the required threshold to get to, what should I say, the settled city status. So just get there and then build up stuff. This will get us to 90. So maybe I want a little bit more stability. I will see how I can get that. This will get us to exactly 90. But it's fine. We will see.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Next turn, we will also set up monumental contractor with them
My
because I definitely.
You've got some gall.
Yes, we have got some gall indeed. She is vexed. right? She's very angry with us being so competitive. But I am trying to show off how to snowball, so we have to be competitive with this, right? We have to try to win. We have quite a lot of grievances with them, but otherwise it's all good. After this, I think it is time to start building up some armory, right? Minus 10% unit industry cost. Nope. Uh, yeah, it will actually be time to build up some of these ones. Headhunters, melee, shared art. Okay, it might be a good idea to build some. Definitely build up some units up here. Make sure that we do not get caught randomly with our pants down, right? Change of reputation. Yep, we are having a lot of good reputation. Normally, it is easier to keep friendly with Queen Mama Oklo, but since we are so competitive here, it was not so easy. So we'll see how this will go. Yep, Maker's Quarter. If you see anything with very little amount of gold left, it is always good to buy it since it gets automatically bought on the same turn. Right? You don't have to wait an extra turn. And this way we can just start making some more Maker's Quarter. I will keep this area as Maker's Quarter area for sure. And we will see how this will go. And maybe this can be a batey. That would be so good. But let's see. Yeah, let everybody move. So all the territories are now settled. We can start making up any kind of harbor and these kind of districts. So let's get the harbor up here. This will give us a lot of food on any farmer quarter, as well as give some stability, which is very important. Oh, yep. So that will give us what? Plus 2% food, which is, I think, very, very important. So let's just do it. This is such a nice territory, right? With two luxuries, especially with the lack of luxuries all around. So I think something like this can be a city. Maybe not on the coast, but like here, just to be on a safe side. And basically have like 3 cities here reinforcing each other. I think that could be a good idea. We will see. Okay, this is being done. So I definitely want maybe this area to be claimed. No, not these ones, but for sure this one. So I will get there. I will not claim anything on her border since I don't want to make her angry. But we will see how this will go. And I definitely want to make up a claim up there. So maybe it is a good idea to go up in a few turns and make those claims. While get around here. Next turn we will be at 100, above 100, so we will be able
You
to
remain
have some more
a
treaty.
mystery. Let us speak.
Yep.
You are as just as you are wise. Let's make it so.
It is a rare day that I am this pleased with things.
So there are, as always, there are quite a lot of things. Arms deal, what it allows us to do is to build each other as a special kind of unit, which you already saw here, right? Our city could build up headhunters, which belongs to this brown kangaroo-shaped player, right? To this
It's
player,
good to see a
because we
friendly
have arm
face in
deal
this
up here.
fickle world.
But it's really good if somebody has chosen a culture which of which units you wanted. This is a very good way to do it. Science correspondence is pretty good to gain a lot of science because it reduces the science cost if the other person has researched that. Monumental
We would all
contractors is
benefit
also
from
very good
growing
to build up
closer,
wonders for
don't you
them and
think?
gain influence, which is what I will be doing. Everybody always has some wonders that to be built, so yeah, we will be getting that. Okay, here, do you really want to build it up here? There is no better place. Really. Oh, it tries to maximize faith or influence. Yeah, but that is not really needed. We can just build it around here. That is fine. Influence should be maximized too, but we will be building up two stuff up here. Let me just get this in one turn. I can buy that to get it to 95 or above, and then just build the Great Zimbabwe up too. Or maybe just get the Great Zimbabwe, it is also fine. Let us just be around here. You can always use your diplomats as scouts. In fact, that is one of the best things to do with the diplomat, because it is very hard for them to not allow this to be done, right? I mean, you don't need open borders to get your diplomats there. Diplomats can always just go regardless of open border. And this makes scouting in this game much more better and easier, I would say. So yeah, that is what we will be doing. 2900 turn. Maybe I can get this in one turn. Okay, get the wonder in one turn. Get the Batei. Great Zimbabwe. How about if we repeat this? Oh, it will still get done in one turn. I think I will take that. So turn 94. Let's see. Yep, let everybody move. Theology has now been researched, so we now gained the +1 city cap. We're at 5 out of 5, which means I think it's just time to get another wonder yet.
10-meter walls over 1,000 years old. It is easy to believe this was the seat of a great empire.
And since now there is like only 3 wonders left, I can show off the most OP one, right? Angkor Wat. It gives 10 faith, +1 food per faith, and what it really allows you to do is to get a lot of faith, a lot of food in some place. So yeah, let us just claim that. In Memphis, I will be putting you. See, 3327. Right. Nothing too small to scoff at. So I will just put you there. I will get this Batei just to get the builder star as well as a lot more influence. Yep. And we are racing off now. 1 Batei and maybe an Angkor Wat, or maybe even the Angkor Wat up first, because that will also give us a lot more stability. This is also easy. Now in one turn I will get the Batei and then we will see. Okay. Once you have done all this, then what is the easy way, right? We already were a little bit late to the era, so we can follow up our, what should I say? Our ally, not ally, our friend, kind of, along, so that we have a lot of like tech reduction in cost and we can follow her. So that is fine for now. You don't need to get the best things in every era. That is not really needed. Okay, we are getting this quite a lot. I would say that this one is better, right? A triangle of districts is always better because it gives us +2 industry and everything per adjacent district too. So this one is likely to be much better than it shows, especially later on where that bonuses scale even more. So I would always recommend to have a triangle of Maker's Quarter before you start doing anything up. And you see, even though the cost of these ones are increasing, our production is increasing even more. Yeah, so what I will do is actually this and get this to production so that we complete the Maker's Quarter and other things up. Yep. Let's get you here, silent.
Come over here.
Can we take up this territory? Not really. Not really without her getting angry. But let us bring this scout up here to get these some of these territories while we're also bringing up our scout rider there. So we should be able to get some of those territories up. Let's go. Let's go back to land. And now you see that we gained some leverages here, right? Which was shown here. I think one of these ones. Oh yeah, leverage intel collected, +5. You can get +5, +10 or +20, or maybe even +15. But you see, the diplomat stars are the slowest to get. The easiest ones are always agrarian, builder, expansionist, and scientist. And if you are fighting, the military stars are pretty much just obvious. Yep, our religion, you see how quickly the religion takes hold, because the religion scales directly of the population that you need to convert, which is very easy if you are growing in population and you have high faith. So that is what will be happening for sure. So yeah, let's just go ahead. Yep. And this bucket will also help us generate a lot more influence, because we also see this one up, right? For being at settled status, this gives us a lot more influence generation. So if I get this 60, it will also get even more influence generation slightly later, right? It went up slightly, but it will actually, once this reaches to 91%, it will be so much stronger. Gilgamesh has gone from the Huns to the English. Yep, acknowledged. That is pretty good.
You have something to say?
We have a grievance being generated here. Is our diplomat around here? Yep. One of the tips in this game is to really make sure to have diplomats kind of in all the areas as much as possible. So this area is really indefensible for us. So I think I will not be there, but I will make sure to be around here, and I will settle up some of these territories again. And another important one, Kirtan, you see, we have now reached more than 100 influence with them. And we are also 100% share with them, and nobody is investing in them. So I will put this to 0, and that way we will still get +3 because we have done some treaty with them. And the most important treaty is this actually, 770. What this allows us to do is to get +21 influence, 18 money, and all these major things, and also get influence and international sway. So definitely get this always. Right, very important.
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
And this is our first client state, very important. If you can get some client states easily, always get them. In fact, if anything, I might try here. Since nobody seems to be investing, I might try here and see how this goes. No. Habana. How about some Bate? This is a good one, 310. 310, 14. You see already how much influence it's generating because we are at settled city status. So yeah, I think this is time. Sure, just build it there. It's fine. How should we be going there? Let us try to go in water. And we have to settle up these territories too. Okay, that tells us something. You see, 10, 17, 27, this is 31. I think this is the best then.
Right.
Yep. It doesn't matter whether it's converting to somebody else or not. It truly doesn't matter for now. We can convert it later. You need to come up here. Where is our other diplomat? You need to come up here for sure. One of the best things about being in a little bit, not a conflict, but other areas close by areas hating you, is that when you settle against each other, a lot of grievance is being generated, which you can collect. So really, what the way to do this is to actually have not the best kind of relationship with each other while trying to generate these diplomatic grievances. But I would say it's very hard to actually game that. And the best way, really, if you want to have more territories, is just fight and kill everybody. So let's just go next turn. Yep, one of the agrarian star has been earned. And you see, we are actually not running off with the game now, but we are definitely starting to go above them, above the AIs, which will definitely happen even more as this era progresses. So let's see. This time we got the second builder star, right? Yep. And we will now be getting quite a lot of era stars. Yep. If we stay in this deep water, we will actually die. So let us come back, heal our unit, and just stay here. Or maybe actually, where are you going? Hmm. Sure. Let us try to take as many as possible. Okay. So many grievances being generated. Oh no. We definitely cannot be in her territory. This particular unit can take up all of that. I think it is good to have come here. And you should be coming here for sure. Good.
We feel this proposal would benefit all.
Fascinating.
And our
Yes.
relationships were degrading, but now they have become stable. Yep, now
You
we can
are
trade.
as just as you are wise. This proposition should be in.
CST still refused. So our relationship is still not very good. But okay, fine. Whatever. Let's see. Okay, this will get done in one turn, so I will take that and probably attach this territory. Probably we will be quickly attaching this territory. But I first want to make up another city, which is 2760. So let's wait 2 turns before we do anything. Okay, you can just be silent up here. Yep, you should be coming back. What am I even saying? To make a city, we are using influence. I should not be forgetting, right? Should not try to mix it up. So this is a very, very good place. You can always check before you make a claim or accept it into a city. Is there a better spot? I don't think so. You know what? This is between 4 places. Pretty good. Maybe this would be slightly better, but yeah, don't think it really matters. So let's just attach this territory. Yep, the expansionist star was earned, and you already see the effect of 5% more, right? 8510 now. So yeah, 5% is 5%. And one of the best things that you can do to game that is also uh, in the same city that you have Great Mosque of Jinn, you can actually build up this great crepissage. I don't know how to pronounce it, which allows you to get 15% bonus fame for the next 10 turns. So if you know that within, let's say, another 5 to 10 turns, you are going to do a lot of things, you can build it up quickly and then go very high in fame, because this you can even buy with gold. So once we have a lot of gold in the few eras, we can do that very easily. So it's not too bad. And here, let's come back and get some of those leverages. We also want to be around here, so make sure that we get those leverages up too. And how about this? Right, this territory I think should be claimed, but it probably helps to be around here. Yep. Good. Acknowledge. Very good. We're at 20 population, 17, 29. I would say a good place to end this era is to have like 40 population, roughly 40, not exactly 40, in each city. Like 35 to 40. That is where you should aim for that. Okay, let us go to next turn. We want to get to like some 2800 influence to get the next city. Okay, war summons was now researched. We can go for chivalry. Very important to get knights and also to get great swordsmen. I would say that great swordsmen are probably better because it allows you to get to furnace steel for even more production. I would say that is very important. Yep. And
The
now
site of Angkor Wat is worthy of reverence, not merely for the temples, but for the care it took with water and irrigation.
Indeed. Now, if we want, we could actually claim the last wonder pretty quickly, if we wanted to. We can do that, to be very fair. And we reach to the last tenet that we can take. And this tenet is, I would say there are only two real good choices: raise monuments and donate generously. Donate generously because, not because of alliance, but because of three holy sites that it gives us instead of the +1 for everyone. Meditate often is a lot of combat strength on unit, to be very fair. It can be very, very OP if you are fighting quite a lot. Sustain the Faithful, I would say, it's always pretty weak. Raise Monuments is the one which I would recommend a new player, right? You see, 50 signs on cultural wonder and 2 signs on all religious district, which is everything. So if you see our signs, right, 600 signs. Let's take this. See? Right? So there is an actual benefit to having a better religion, right? It really snowballs you off control. So
That's
yeah.
one approach to making the city more stable. Give it 15 commons quarters and fill it with entertaining diversions.
Yep, let's just build up everything. We can build up another bate like here or here. Either one is fine. I think this works perfectly decent. Good. And we are not claiming any of these territories. That is good. Where should we be going? And also
Speak.
come here.
Make it
Make sure not to let these ones expire. Always try to renounce them
mirror.
before they expire. So in
I
2
can
turns
see
we will
the bigger
renounce the other
picture.
ones too. That will give you 5 leverage for every particular grievance that you kind of forgive or renounce. That is pretty important. Okay, we don't need to be there. I think I will get this particular unit to the other side, hopefully through here, or maybe I would need to get through here. Okay, maybe first I should get here and then up. That would be good. Okay, so let us come here. It's fine. Okay, we now made this claim. This claim can now be made. 717, 523. Yep, good. So many good claims. Protective.
Welcome. Go
She
ahead.
wants to protect us. While we are stronger than her, you seem in need of a benefactor to save you from a hostile world. They are here to help. The AIs here are actually pretty wide and diverse. So I really like that. Few converted to a religion. Yep, our religion you see is spreading everywhere. That is the benefit of having such a strong religion. So yep. And if you are wanting to defend your religion or have some happiness problems, you can always build up these cloud shrines, which I will be doing in short while, but a little while later, not now. Some unit was lost at sea. No, it came back. It's fine. Yep, this one has also become a city. So let's make contact. Let's get this contact rolling. Hopefully, we can get some contact rolling everywhere. 100% sure. Yeah, we cannot. I don't think there is any point to making any treaty with them. They have a lot of patronage from other empires, so we will not be able to influence them. But if we can get, especially this one, right? It's in the middle of our empire. If we can keep like these two stable, that would be very good for us. That would not be bad for us. And I can get back to this territory and make sure that I claim up like something like around here, just to make sure that we have a connected line up to that territory. Because this one I definitely will want to attach, right? It has two very great luxuries up here for a lot of gold. Yep, 2596. We are at 3430. Yeah, we cannot do this. I think it's time to just build up the second city. So where is the second city, right? This is a nice place, I would say. All of these are nice places. One of the other tricks or tips to make a city is to make sure that each city will at least have one luxury that you can make a later manufactory or let's say monopoly equivalent kind of thing from. That will come up in the next era, but it's always good. It's always good, therefore, to have each city at least have one luxury deposit. Sometimes you cannot do that, right? In our capital, we are not able to do that, and often you will have cities with multiple luxury deposit, but that will definitely happen. But it's always better to have like at least one deposit. So here I will definitely get the amber gauge there, and we will see. Hopefully that will be enough. In this particular territory, right, we see that this one territory has these two. So I don't want to put this territory up with this territory, right? Whichever city gets this will automatically be very happy anyways. So they will probably not need anything else. So what I will do is get this as a city, or even let's say here a city that I will attach to up to this side, and then get cities around here. That I think will be done. I think that would be so good. Let us see our relationship. Vexed.
You've got some gall.
Strength overwhelming. Is it in favor of us or in favor of them? Don't know. So, where is the city that we should be trying to make? Like, if you see here, I think this is the particular city we want. Keep that away. Like, have this as a city somewhere around here, right? And have this particular one as a city. Let's say 3 or 4 areas. And this one would be a very good central city location, like let's say defensible at this particular place, or even here, right? This is in between 6 places, would be extremely defendable, like these 2 places together, and then just build up like 4 or 5 places up here. So you know what? Even so better, right? This has six rivers. Get this done. Get this done. Okay. And I will also be able to make a harbor up there, which is so good. So let's just make this into a city, our second city, Master. Yep, we collected the expansionist star. Bahama, also with Havana, right? Very close. So we should now be able to build up stuff. And now is the choice, right? Where should we be putting the Maker's Quarter? I would say this one I like even better. Although there is definitely a good idea to put Maker's Quarter up in your core region to have a better defensible region. And in that aspect, I think, let's say, Maker's Quarter, like Hapana up here, and maybe Maker's Quarter up there would be so good. Or even like Maker's Quarter up here. This 3 Maker's Quarter would be so good. And I do think I will take that, either that or this side. So let's get out of our core region. What is this? 14 influence, -4 food, -6 production, which is fine. Actually, you don't need to worry about all that. That will improve with time. Let us get this, right, so that we will exploit all these tiles around there. So let's get this bataille, 150, whatever. And I will get this one. No, I will get this 23. 364, so you can also buy the first few ones for sure. Yep, production and then science. And see which places you want. I actually think that this is much better. And the reason is because while this is not showing now, when we take up this territory, it will claim up everything here. So it will actually be so much better. And then I will get this territory and this territory, that will be done. So we will have quite a lot of good stuff. So I will actually build it here. And build this one here too. Okay. Then we will worry about other stuff. Let's see.
All those of honest, I cannot dispute the benefit in that. We would all benefit from growing closer, don't you think?
Always easier to have a friendly relationship with somebody not on your continent is my guess. Now that we have made up this city, we could try to claim up some of these ones, although not super safe. because she could definitely try to declare war on us for doing that. And you have to consider, do you want to risk that or not? Sometimes you don't want to risk it because it does cost a lot of production if you actually go to war, right? Not to mention that all of the scouting and diplomacy that you're doing will just go sideways. So sometimes you don't want to do this. You don't want to settle up any other extra territory, forward settle, especially if they have a city. Here, I really don't know. I don't want them to settle up this one. Is a much bigger one, right? If this was a guaranteed buffer, I would keep this as a buffer. But since I cannot guarantee the buffer, I will actually take this. Yep. New notification because
I
she
offer
has made up this
greetings.
that as a claim, right? They have demanded give Funi. We will just refuse them demand.
I'm sorry, but no deal is better than.
Oh, and she has made monk. Yep. Oh, what? All of you are auto exploring. Okay, I mean, I guess you just auto explore yourself. So you see, this territory is not has not even been taken, and I would say then it is a probably safer idea for us to take one of these territories. Make sure that we have claimed up everything, right? Otherwise, this particular territory could be easily attacked. So I will be getting there to claim up this territory for sure. So let's see how that will be going. You should be around here. One of my recommendation would be to keep one diplomat around the capital of every single empire, which is not very easy early, right? Early on, it's definitely very hard to do, but later on, it's much easier. With this particular unit, we could go to San Lorenzo very easily. This particular unit, we can come to Babylon. With this particular unit, we could come to Mykenae, right? Which is good. Yep. Let us go forward. Where can we settle up? At 521, 518. This is already being exploited, so I will just take this. So now we have claimed up this territory. Now we just want these two territory claims. 7 turns, 423. I will take up that claim and then this claim. One of the things that you can do is make up territory claims and not convert them to city and gift them to city states or free people, and that will make them automatically friendly with them. You friendly with them, so you can do that for sure. We will try to build up a forbidden city for our friend. 2 turns. Can we get this to 1 turn? No. So let's get this done in 2 turns then. Let's see. Withdrew their demands. Acknowledge. Cultural conversion has started. This will not matter once our culture here is very strong. This will not matter at all. Saint Elias has been discovered. Yeah, Cleon converted to a new religion. That is good. Yep, our religion is winning everywhere. Nice. And we are definitely making up. Hopefully, we can make another wonder. And once we get this done, then we can claim another wonder, right? The last wonder, Notre Dame. We will see. Let's go.
Whatever you intend to produce, with 15 makers' quarters, I guarantee there will be a lot of it.
There is a code for 12, 15, 18, or 24 kind of things for all kind of quarters, which is very good. That tells us that we are progressing very, very well. Okay, 416. I think I want to get up there, or 418 even. I just get here. Make sure that I will make sure that I have a connection up here. Yep. So that we have a connected piece of land, at least with one harbor. Like in each city, I would suggest people to always have at least one territory with harbor on one of the sides. That really makes the game function way more better. side or first come this side? Okay, what should you be doing? Probably just be here in the center, or maybe just come here. Fine. Now our scout rider has discovered all the regions. Do we want this?
Over this way.
You can make a choice. You can definitely make a choice not to be too cavalier. But here I can show you what really happens, right? Yep, and she will have this as a claim.
What could you
She's right now not
possibly
demanding,
want?
but at some point I think she will demand it for sure. But at this point we are just a little while stronger.
We have bonds with these lands. Relinquish them. Now.
Their war support is much
Have you no
higher,
shame?
but we should have some army. But their army should be not hopefully that strong. We will see. Harama, in one turn we will come completing the wonder. Yeah, their unit is up here, or our diplomat is here. Let's discover things around here. Oh, we also renounced that, right? That means those grievances went away. I think it might be easier to renounce both of them too.
Oh.
I just renounce, it's fine. That will hopefully give us our first diplomat star, because each renunciation gives us 5 diplomat points. No, that will get us to 140 out of 175. We are still very far away. Oh, refuse.
I'm sorry, but no deal is better than a bad deal.
Maybe I was hasty in my demands. Forget them.
She made a demand, that demand was refused. Now she refused, or she didn't war, so yeah, that was that. Her demand went off. Should not have made demand if you didn't want to war. Maybe I will just get both of them upgraded to Bera Hunters, so that at least they are stronger, and hopefully that will dissuade them from attacking. That is always a good idea, to keep your army upgraded. Yep, good. Hopefully it makes them think that we are not so weak, right? Both of us depend on each other's resource. They are jealous of our resources. Yeah, whatever. Your jealousy, well, I welcome it. Okay, let's go. End turn. Wang Sheni reached the medieval era, going from Han to the Mongols. You are a little bit late to the party, like 15 turns too late. I will be getting up a lot of production here, and then we will be racing up through the science tree. Although sometimes you can build up these ones to just make sure that you get a lot of science up first, which is also pretty good, as well as getting the great fish market. You know what, that might be just better. We will be seeing how that goes.
Another empire has built the Forbidden City. I suppose there's no need to point out that no, you can't visit.
Yep, she has already claimed the Notre Dame, so there is no real use to getting a lot of influence. But that is still the best, right? Influence is really the best thing that you can claim up here. So I will still get it, although at this point we cannot get the Notre Dame, which was definitely a risk, right, of this kind of strategy, where we helped her build it.
Greetings.
But now we can help her build it again and get some more stuff up. It has been claimed by Libya Russia, right? And once she puts it on some tile next turn, then we will be able to try to build it for her. We'll see how that goes. What is this? Bate? This is a maker squad. And we don't have more maker squad? Really? Oh, we actually don't have 3 maker squatter area. That is not good at all. In fact, I think I have to make up 3 maker squatter then, for sure. Otherwise, our production will be too low in future. Okay, so I will be doing that. Make up 2 or 3 makers quarter up here in Harama. In Bahama, what can we do? Get this territory, right? Fu, and you will see the production jump, right? This one is exploiting nothing now, and it will exploit all these tiles. So from 204, 280, you see, all these tiles are now getting exploited right here. So important. And now we can build up this bate, you see, 3, 10, 14 culture, everything perfect. And we lose like 3 production, but doesn't even matter. We can just build it here. Good. And I will also attach this particular one pretty close. And we don't even need to use up any turns, right? We just need to make sure to get only the medieval era buildings. Everything before has already been constructed. But now that we need to get that, I think it is time to start getting these things up, especially anything which gives us slots. And when you are having overpopulation, anything which gives us more slot is very good, and production. So let's see, 23 out of 23. I think it's time to start going manuscript ateliers for more research slots. I will attach this territory for sure in Thebes. I could even attach this right now. That would not be bad. What is the population here? 1 population. That is fine. Yeah, I definitely want to attach this, build up the bataille here, and then build up the manuscript atelier pretty quickly. Or even build it up in any order, it's fine.
If recognition and renown was an Olympic event, your performance would give you the gold medal. No other is leaving the mark on history that you are.
We are starting to scale up, right? You see, we are only at turn 100, so nothing too special yet. But soon we will see how strong things can get. So we have made up most of this territory. I think now it will be important time for us to, get some market quarters for gold if you want, and you can specialize cities for that. Either market quarters, some cities which will have, some research places, you can get it for research quarters. I definitely try to specialize cities in the new world for sure, because you can try to make better triangles. Like here, this could be a good research quarter place for sure, and this can even be part of one city. We're having like triple research quarter here or something like that. So I will definitely be specializing one city for research quarter, and maybe it's time to consider which one, right? It could be our capital. Can it be our capital? Or should it be one of these cities? There are no strategic resources here, or only one here, so maybe not the best idea here. What you really want is research quarters gain a lot of adjacency here, like this. Research quarters have best adjacency. This is for faith, but this is for science. They really get adjacency for strategic resources. So you want kind of a place where it has like 2 or 3 strategic resources, one along each other, and there you want to set it up. Or even one. Even one is better than 0. Maybe this is a good place for research quarters, like here. We will worry about it later. I think the other thing we can do is go to the top one, right? And now we can set up the +2 influence on emblematic district. I think this will be very, very important, right? If you see, our influence button is 919, right? We can remove this. We don't need the +3 faith and the 5 influence on Wind Plaza, right? 919, and set this up.
Why was this even a question? Let's keep it simple. We've been here. It's our place.
So this is one of the other tips that is very relevant in humankind. You should always be ready to switch policy trees whenever necessary. Yep, and we have something up here which is good. Can we get this territory too? Yeah. Maybe.
Stay together. Off we go.
We will see. May- Most likely she will settle up some crappy city there, and we will have to fight her after that. But yeah, research quarter. You always want to build it in a triangle. We don't have any region that we want to get there, and this one is a little bit far. But so is nothing else appealing to me. And if nothing appeals, then what can we do? If nothing appeals, you can always just start building up some armies, right? And there is also a lot of like stealth units that you can build to infiltrate into other people's region. You can do that for sure, right? But what I really want to do is to make sure that we have enough army up. And here I would say another full army, right? That should be great swordsmen and bearer hunters. I will get 2 bearer hunters, and Markabata production is very low, right? 24. But they're also, their range strength is very low. Pikeman range strength is good, 33, and it only takes one turn to produce. So I will just build it as an army. Bearer hunters and pikemen, I will just keep them here. Okay, just be here. It's good. Yeah, you can be settled around here. You can be settled around here. Where do we want to go with this particular diplomat? Maybe around this territory. There should be a lot of grievance generated between the two of us anyway. Oh yeah. Oh, there are 2 grievances generated around there. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, that is so far away. You can come here in one turn. Okay, maybe you can come here, and then on the 3rd turn we can get that. Somehow we need to get here. But you know what? I can just get an envoy here, and from this particular territory come here, which is fine. Yep, now all our gold has been spent, so we will just be waiting. Yep, few turns of wait, then we should be able to get some more
What
gold.
do we owe?
Greetings. My door is always open to talk.
You can always renounce these particular ones,
It is good to see a friendly.
unless you can get to there very quickly, and that is fine. I don't care about that much optimization. So let's go turn 100.
This emblematic unit certainly appears to be ready to leave their mark on something. Or someone.
Okay, everybody has now reached the medieval era. Nazca to the Bulgarians and Han to the Mongols. Yep. This particular thing is very different from Civilization 7. For those of you who are wanting to play that in Civilization 7, everybody reaches the next age all at once. Here, everybody has to do that alone, which I really like as a system because this allows me to snowball really, and that is what I want to show. But even if we don't do that, at least it allows
I
different
welcome
kind of
this
games.
opportunity.
Yep.
You are.
How about this?
I have a.
Can we help you help you build anything? How about this? Okay, you transfer. Get here. That was attached as a city, so we really want some claim up here just to make sure that We don't get thrown alone. Yeah, that is a good one.
We can be amicable and solve this border issue. Can we not?
There's just no way to make this work. I do not.
Notre Dame has been constructed. Our Lady has been built by your opponent.
No, she even completed that. Okay, but at least now we can build up Tadaiji and gain some more influence. So yeah, let's just do it. And let the Batey be built so that our influence doesn't go down. First the Batey. Some units are getting built here, pretty good. I will definitely be taking up some of these territories. It is probably a good idea to build up some units also here. 2 Bera hunters, 2 pikemen, right? At least 4 or 5 units each up here for safety. Yeah, that is good. We need to build up even more units. But what are the other things? We need some more production. And artificial reservoirs would be very good for food. 38 food. Okay, 38 food is definitely quite a lot. So just build this. It's fine. Just get out here. Okay, there should be a diplomat remaining around Babylon. Okay, so just be here. Stay silent. Yep. Oh, some more grievances being generated. Time for our diplomat to do their job. Go down there. And what are you doing? Probably nothing. Do we have a ship which can get that? Here. But this territory has not been claimed, so it is very likely that she will take that into a city. Or this particular AI, right? Gilgamesh, not she, but he.
You have something to say?
He generally is a very strong AI, but we will see how that goes. Yeah. Yeah, you see, he took that into as his city. So we can no longer go back. That is perfectly fine. Anyway, that is claiming this territory would have been suicidal for us, right? He would have attacked us for sure. I mean, anybody would, to be very fair. If we were there, okay, artificial reservoirs can be done, and then we need some infrastructure. We are already at 24, so we need something which gives us more slots, like here. One farmer slot. One slot and farmers is not that good because we are anyway having a lot of population. Yeah. I think manuscript ateliers would be the best first. Okay, we can get celebrating 15. And the world side, I think I will get to the world side prosperous 25 gold. Should be pretty good. We got some leverage. Yep, good. Oh, she is wanting to have leverage with them. No, I will also be fighting off. At least make sure that she cannot get it freely. And how about this one here? This one will likely disappear by itself. This one is fine. I think I will get the science collaboration. Or do they have any resource up here? No, they don't. So science collaboration is good. 217. Perfect. Also, we can get even a third city if we want. Right, that will put us 2 above city cap, but It's perfectly fine to be 2 above city cap in this era. And the city that we want has to take up this territory, right? Yep. So it should be around here. That means it will have this 3 as a research quarter. So I want a research quarter kind of city. So I think a city which has this territory, and also these 2 territories. So let's see, can we move you somewhere? Maybe not a good idea, or maybe it's a good idea to move you like here. Or even this is still fine, right? I could have 3 research quarters up here. That could be good as a research quarter area. Yeah. Okay, so let's build it up in a city, right? And where should we build up makers quarters? That is also a good question because we definitely want high production. Maybe build makers quarter up here in Pipular. That could be decent. Right, so these 2 are the first 2 territories that I will get. Okay, so let's get this done. Or maybe even then start up here, right? First, make this into a city. Make sure that we get up all the production up and then come here to build the research quarters. That could be very good. Can we move you somewhere? This is actually a better spot in theory. Not even in theory, right? It will get us 1 extra river, but will not allow us access to build Maker's Quarter instantly. So let us just remain here. What is this? +4. Do we want that? This particular territory is not connected to the sea. This particular one is, and it has 1 harbor. No, I think this is fine. Let's just build it. Via Guana. Yep. Definitely start with some Maker's Quarter. Double Maker's Quarter, in fact. Attach expert policy, production, science, gold, and food. Initially, that is the best that I like, or even science production, that is also good. Science production, gold. Yeah. Good. So let's just go. Let's see what has to be done. Yeah. Oh. Let's move into that. Oh yeah. We will die right here. So let us come back. Get this leverage. You should remain silent. No leverage that I can see around here. No leverage that I can see around here. Okay. We are building up some units. So let's just remain. Yeah. Once all the units are built, then I can move. It's fine. Yeah. You can remain there. Or maybe come back into our region. You should be getting up all this. Yep. So our game is going very well actually here. That will be another few territories up. Yep, end turn. Yep, that was all done.
You have unlocked seafaring. To safely travel the dangerous, hungry oceans. You can cause trouble anywhere you want now and have a better chance of getting away with it.
Indeed, we got also our first diplomat star. That is how good it was, right? 10 leverage. That is 5 leverage. Still better than nothing. And some more leverages will probably be generated by Queen Mama Oklo. If not, then we will just remain here. It's fine. That I think we got. Non-aggression pact to tolerate skirmishes. Oh, reduced my war support.
Pleased to make your
+7
acquaintance
ongoing.
again.
Their demand refused.
There's just no way to make this work. I do not accept.
Fulfilling my demands is no longer necessary.
She has made that claim. Okay, let's come here. Let's come here. Okay, so all our regions are now filled. And she wants to tolerate, she is in the mode of tolerating skirmishes, so it is a good idea for us to be in our cities so that she can only attack us by declaring war. Make sure don't not to get caught randomly out in the open. So just be around here, be in the city is pretty good.
We may have shared interests.
Non-aggression
Your
pact here.
proposal makes good sense.
Yep, I'm good. So let us help build her the wonder so that we gain even more influence. Yeah, that is all good. Bahama. We will be attaching up another territory. Should we attach up this one? No, 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 no. We want to attach this particular one, right? Yep. Yeah, for sure. And we have got a lot of production. That is perfectly fine. This territory attachment will give us the two luxuries. So in theory, we could do that a little while later. We don't need to do that right now. We could wait on that a little while just make sure to take up some of these forward ones, just to establish a good base. But you know what? I think I will do just that. Get this one for 2 river slots. Yeah, and then but hey, 1 food. Sure. You don't even need to move out anywhere. You can get here and then we can take that leverage out here. While this unit has to leave this place, you can kind of cap that tile.
Let us formalize.
Yes, I cannot dispute the benefit.
Okay. Yep. Let's take a pause and make them leave first. Okay, we have been here generating some grievances. Not generating, but collecting grievances rather. So let's just be here.
Welcome. Yes, I cannot dispute the benefit in that. We seem to be riding a wave of good cheer.
Can we be in
This
alliance?
proposition should be in all our best interests.
Oh, he refused. He refused. He refused. Okay, fine. He doesn't want to be our ally. Do we have any diplomatic units up here close? Nope, 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 we don't. So we cannot collect that, renounce all 3. You can always renounce the stuff if you cannot collect the grievances on time. So yeah, that is all good. I think I will just wait here. She will be generating even more for sure. There is definitely a lot of micromanagement to do with the diplomatic units. But yeah, that is just what it is. We're almost 2 hours in. So hopefully this will not be a super long video. I want to do this video to the end of this era. We will check. In Memphis, what do I want to do? I think I want to make a fishmonger up first, just so that we can start to get up some of the infrastructure which is remaining. And once we do the fishmonger, then you have a particularly very strong building that can be constructed, which is called the Great Fish Market. What is this, right? 258 money. I definitely think we should do that. Oh, our diplomat has been attacked. She is now really in a bad mood. Attacking diplomatic unit, really. Yeah, that is also one way to generate a lot of grievances. Okay. A lot of grievances will be generated. Okay, it might be a good idea to come out of their territory. We will be getting attacked by her now very strongly.
Not your finest lands, so why squabble over the border there?
In fact, you know what? I will just
This
renounce
is an
all of
outrage.
this.
I know you won't do it again.
Not on.
I'm sorry, but no deal is better than a bad deal.
Fulfilling my demands is no longer necessary.
Everything is hate filled now. Yep, our relationship is going down very sharply. Let us make sure we build this bate in one turn. And then I will attach this territory. Where can we build the bate? We will see. Maybe even attach it right now and start building up this research quarter. And then I can build up a bate or build up this research quarter first. Then we can build up like 2 bates at a time. Or this is all within this territory, right? Then where does the bate go? Hard to tell. Okay, let's just do it.
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
There was a sneaky infiltration unit there which attacked our diplomat. But since he is allied with us
You are a sight for sore
or
eyes,
friendly
my
with
friend.
us, he just ran away instead of trying to fight, or rather, trying to initiate a problem. So, yeah, that way we got a little bit more diplomatic leverage. Yeah, just remain here. Turn 1 of 5. We are, let's say, 10 turns or less than 10 turns away from going up. So let us make sure that we can do everything up very correctly. In fact, might be a good idea to just help her build the wonder. Bate into the wonder, and you can just come here. I definitely want to take up a third territory. Let's see how that goes. 2 turns away. Furnace steel has now been researched, which gives us the ability to build high furnace. This is a core building that I would say you should be building up in every single territory. That it gives a lot of production, and production is very much a king. So I will go to for chivalry and then guilds for even more production. Yeah, get this one. Why are you auto exploring? Okay, there was somebody on auto explore, a scout unit, really, and you had not died up till now. Okay, I would not have expected it. Just be here. Just be here. Where can we go? Definitely not in her through her area. I want to get back to our area. She's attacking even our diplomatic units.
I'm listening.
One of the things that you can do placate, which lowers their war support, and you can placate their war support to be much lower. So that is what I will be showing up right now.
Cancerous world!
We have quite a amount of leverage that we can use to placate her war support into the ground. So let us just do that. No, that I'm not going to be doing. Oh, ho. There is another one here. Oh, this is the one already here. I mean, this is a good triangle too. And then we could build a bate up here. That could be fine. 10, 16. That's not a problem. And just build some research quarters of that side. Right, research quarter. Build a battery here. Yep. So in 2 turns, we will have this up ready. That is good. So yeah, Todaiji, for sure. Let us build up Todaiji. And with this particular diplomatic unit, let us try to get into this continent here. I don't want all our units to be up here, so let us make sure we can get into this continent. We are anyway getting attacked by Queen Mama Oklo, so we cannot remain on this territory anyways. Yeah. And just get into our territory. Prowler and stealth units. Yep, very much. Stealth units are very, very dangerous. They can completely destroy entire armies very easily. But I don't like to play with them too much. So yeah, that is what I will be doing. I will not be playing off with them. Maybe in a future playthrough I could try to set up a game to play with them, but we'll see. And turn Aketeton, Hogar converted to a
A
new
great
religion, which is
mausoleum has been
ours.
built. Perhaps the next question is, whose body goes inside?
Really? Mausoleum of Hornicanus got built right now? Okay, now we have the opportunity to gain a lot of gold, culture, influence, or 50 leverage. But
Perhaps.
are we close that much to 50? Not really, right? At this point, I think it might be better to get the gold, since gold is very useful
We
in case we
welcome this
get thrown into a
opportunity.
war.
Yes, I cannot dispute the benefit in that.
Maybe we can have a...
I have a proposition for you. I think you'll like it.
She refused, but fair enough. Maybe at some future time we can get this. 5,000 gold might be more useful to me, right?
Greetings.
She feels more friendly to us. That is great. Harama. For the reason that it allows us to get more territories up. So like here, 721, 818. Yep. Just get up all that territory. 18 food even. And we can attach this into a city just to make sure that everything is leveled up. Right, that will be the 4th territory up here. That is very good. And we can also get the Batey to have more stability. Although we are running off, with our stability is actually lowering down very heavily. Our stability here is actually not very good. I need to build some wonder here. But there is a way to do that, and the way to do that is to actually do that with the cloud shrines. Since each of them gives 20 stability, so that is very good. So you know what? I will still be attaching up here. Build up this Batey here. Diplomat unit. Do we have any diplomatic unit here? Come here. Take that. Our stability is lowering down, so what should we do? Build up the aqueduct. And maybe a cloud shrine up here. That will be a lot of stability, right? 20 stability, 14 faith, so not too much faith, but for 20 stability for sure will be very good. So let us just do that with these cities. Yep, 1 turn. And Great Fish Market will be done, Batey will be done. And then we can worry about anything else. Here, I think it's a good idea to be on the front lines. because the way this is going, we are going to have a war in some time, I think. So what would be a good territory, right? This territory claimed, right, to have a good front line. And this is not very easy to attack. This is very easy to attack and is very hard for us to defend. But this, I think, will be very easy for us to defend in some ways. How's the production? 725, this is 618, but with 2 population. So you know what, I will attach this, 1890. Yep, 85 stability, but in 1 turn I can build up the bataille, and that will very quickly put this to high stability yet again. That is why the Taino are so strong. They have extreme stability. Okay, now with Bahama, I want another territory up too, and we have like 3, 4, 5 territory up here. Maybe I will claim a 6th territory. This one should always belong here. I could keep that as a different city, right, and just claim up things here. We have 2, that will be 4 and the 5th. So let's just attach this territory, right? Shkiat. Yep. Build up the bataille. 3, 10, 16. That will be quite a lot more influence generation for sure. What should we be doing here? Hard to say. Our diplomats are getting picked around too much. Yeah, let us just get there. Make sure we don't die in the water. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And try again to get to Babylon. And since it's a new turn, I'm just placating her again. She claimed a territory on our border. Okay, our diplomat, come here. She will be hitting us quite a lot, so it's pointless trying to maintain good relationships. That is not going to happen. At this point, I understand that it's not going to happen. Here we should be on the front line. Okay, and where should we be building up this territory? Here, 23.5. That is quite a lot of food. How about this? 320. I actually like this way too much, right? 460, and it gives us everything that which we need. We could build up, let's say, a hamlet here to take up all that territory. And the hamlet that I'm talking about comes here with chivalry in 1 turn. So we can definitely get a hamlet, and this can be like 8th or 9th city for us.
You have something to say?
We will see. Yeah, trespassing. No, it's fine. Trespass as much as you like. We are getting much more leverage. So this is yet another city that is going to happen. So time for 7:15. Yeah, right. The game definitely looks so gorgeous, right? And we have now claimed up much of the New World.
As feudal structures prove practical for both farming and warfare, certain codes and practices arise that ideally ensure a fair and honorable society.
Yep, ideally ensure a fair and honorable society. How much of that ideal works? Very hard to say. I would say not too much. But better than nothing, maybe. Okay, chivalry has now been researched, so we are second in science technically because one of our allies or friends is ahead of us, but that is what it is. It gives the ability to merge, fort. All of these are pretty good. I think I will first go to guilds just to get the effect, right? +2 money per traders from commodity market, which is a lot of gold. And then we will be seeing how things go. Okay, here. Bahama, we are at settled status with 3 territories, right? And we already see that is why we have become so strong. Nothing is lost. And in Bayaguana, I will also have to attach this territory, which I will be attaching on the next turn. Here, what do we want? 8 or 10? I think 10 is fine. Get everything attached here. That is good. Oh, we can. Oh, we have already put something to research, right? The guilds. Yep, 2-turn guild research. We will be getting into the next era very soon. So let us see what do we want to do. I think I always want to be on the liberty axis, although sometimes you can be here and it's still fine. Like patriotic is still pretty good. There is a 20% reduction in naval and land unit production cost. And you can use this if you want, but that I think was here or in one of these places, which is not really important right here. So if you attach this into a city, that city will be able to produce a lot more. But yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not attaching some more territories. This is already more than good enough. If anything, I could maybe make a claim up here. But that is for later. Oh, just be here. No. Okay, just remain here. How should we make a claim up here? We will see later. Let's see here, 90 plus 9. I will reduce the influence in this one. In 3 or in 4 turns, we will get there. Okay, maybe in 2 turns I need to get there. Just make another ally. And Akheteton, we can now finally start to catch up on our infrastructure. And I definitely would recommend first catch up on the production ones, since that allows you to build up all the other ones faster. Right here, we don't even have a single river, so we cannot build up the water mill even. Okay, so it's not even needed, which is fine, I guess. This particular diplomat unit, I think I will be getting back. Maybe I get killed, maybe not. Hard to say. I will try to reach this side from here in the next era. Once I can take a swim much better. Here, what should we be doing? I think I will stay around here. Hopefully we don't get attacked again. This particular unit, what can you do? Just come here. Yep. Good. Abana. High furnace, 9 production, but it also gives us +1 industry on maker quarter, purchase and maker's quarter. That will be very much needed. So this is actually a core building that I would say that every city should be building very quickly. And Habana has 3 territories, you have 3 territories. You want a 3rd territory in 1 turn. Okay? Yep. So with Bayaguana, let us take this territory, right? Cleon. That will hopefully give us some production up. Yep. And let's get this rolling. This one is a very good amount of faith and stability. And our stability looks to be going down very heavily. It is because of building these 3 research quarters, but we will be able to stabilize that in the next era, hopefully. Or we'll see. Or maybe a wonder can be built here. That's perfectly fine. There will be a lot of wonders which will get built. Okay, here we finally have reached this side. Okay. Do we want these two territories too? I can leave that up for our friend here. Hopefully, uh, the Supreme Ruler
You
Tijibru,
are a sight for sore
hopefully he
eyes.
learns to make this claim. Sometimes some cultures will really not make good claims at all. They can struggle quite a lot. So let's also get here. This is also a capital, four population capital. What are you guys doing? They are fighting each other for sure. She has not been fighting anybody, so she has been building up your units probably. Okay, this territory was built up. Then I want these territories to be claimed up. I will claim up all these three now. You just remain here. You just remain here. You just remain here. Get. Oh, ho, 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 ho. We have so much leverage. Get around here, take the leverage. Only trade luxuries to forbid new trade. She is trying to raise up hostilities,
Speak.
but I will placate her war support.
Damnation! How dare you?
We will placate her war support every turn now, and we will be seeing how that goes. Bahama, Bayaguana, one turn with this. Okay, high furnaces. Yep, library, Thebes, Varama. Production buildings being built everywhere. That is good. Aqueduct to get much more stability, and then I think I will be building up charcoal kiln, which is the required building for building up the high furnace. Right? You can tell it from this line, right? It tells right coal energy level 2, like the family building. Next upgrade high furnace. So there you can always tell. So let us just get some more stability up here. Yep, we will be getting to settled status again soon. Oh, Livia Drusilla went to the early modern era, to the Inca. Yeah, guilds has been researched now. Alchemy. We definitely want to get to the
Ah, the
next era then.
Congress of Humankind. A place where the world's powers come together to solve problems. Or try to, anyway.
Yep, somebody is racing ahead of us, so we have to try to
I'm
make
listening.
sure that we don't get caught up. What? Why did he attack us? Oh, he really wants to attack us now. Very sad. Very sad how this is going. Okay, let us see. The Congress has now been unlocked, which means new effects will be coming up. So we will see how this goes. I really like this to be on the Liberty axis because this gives then 2% or even on this end 10% all the film yields. But yeah, we are not having any good effect. The worst one, I think, which is like this 100% war score probably. And the best ones are like here on the science side, and maybe either one of these two sides. Also one of the worst ones is this particular one, right? So if you have a state religion and somebody follows your state religion, they will automatically get the same technology as you. I don't like that at all. Okay, also let us check the laws. She's the session leader, but we have the highest kind of influence. So I think next time we will get there for sure. But it will be time to move up within, I think, 2 or 3 turns. So let us try to make that final claims for any territories, right? We have 3 territories here. Third territory. I want one more territory for sure in here. So should it be this particular one or this particular one? Maybe I should leave this particular territory to Habana. Right, that would probably make sense because this is a very heavy production heavy. And it still has the harbor of this side, which is very good for Habana. While I could take this particular territory up. So yeah, let us just take this territory and get one more bate. This will get us to 35 to not be unstable, and we need another wonder. So this city has 3 territory. This city has 4 territory. Only 2 territory. Okay. I want a third territory in that city for sure. Okay, Akhetetan, I think then we should be attaching this particular territory. What should we get here? Oh, this gives us science and food on all commons quarter. Okay, that will be pretty good. And also some more population. Yep. And a battery here. Good. So build the battery or even build the high furnace into the battery. That is also good. Memphis, high furnace. Be here. I want to get you to that world.
All things must pass. Sadly, right now, that includes your place on the podium of the most famous empires.
It's perfectly fine. Yeah, she has gone to the next era. That is why this is a very close game, right, on the highest difficulty. So we will be seeing how that goes. But yeah, let us set up the base more again.
You are a sight for sore eyes, my friend.
I think I will just renounce all of this here.
I think only of my people.
We are friendly with her. It's fine. How about you?
Could you?
I know.
I will placate her war
Cancerous
support
world.
even more. I will try to keep her war support even lower than 50 if we can. And let us see our stars, right? We have to get the third scientist star, maybe a second aesthete star. I would like to have the second diplomat star, and definitely we will be getting the first, like the merchant star. So we are not in too bad a position. It looks like we are very far behind, but not really. And we have a civics vote. What do we want? I think I want this. Oh, oh, our votes are not that high. That's not good. That is not good. Can we? Yep. Okay, let's get this as a client state. Ah, I should have first get you up, right? And then maybe try to vote since the vote here. How many did we have? 340, right? And I think the international sway would have gone up had we made up the treaty, client state. Like 390. Had I done this before voting, we would have won. That was a mistake. That was a mistake on my part. I did not count right. I thought I would get to 51% or more than 50% anyways. Okay, that was a mistake. We will see. But from next time, I think I will be doing this correctly. Okay. Hirat's Hill. No. No. Where was that particular area that we were doing? Okay, not with you. Wasn't it you that I was wanting to make this one particular one with? Okay. So we only have 2 city-states on our side. And how about you? Okay, I will be making sure that nobody can get you. And at the very least, I think I will get the trading charter just to make sure that I can get access to your 2 resources. So let's go. Done 110. One of the merchant star has been earned now. We got attacked. The aesthete star has also been earned, which was the second aesthete star. We are very far away from the third one. Where are you? Attacking us. Did you? Okay, our diplomat got killed. That was just so sad.
You are as welcome as the plague.
You know what? I will buy this diplomatic unit and I will try to get some of those ones up again. Make sure we lower her war support again. Placate. I will placate her every turn now. How about this? What is her unit? Okay, we won. But I think I will disband this unit. Or can we get you somewhere good place? Okay, I think it's a good idea to get you in our territory. We are getting attacked very heavily now. Okay, sure,
You're at the
naturalist.
end of an ideology axis? Well, there's something to be said for unswerving dedication.
We are now at the ideology axis of having more money, which is pretty good. We just want more science also. Machu Picchu was taken, so I cannot show off the best quality. Okay, that is fine. So let's help Machu Picchu get built or not. No, I really think we need to get our base up currently. Bayagona is at 30, so you need more stability. But first build the high furnace. Maybe it's not a good idea to get into her region at all now. Now that even our diplomats are getting killed. In one turn or in a few turns, we should be getting some leverages. Okay, how about this? Renounce all.
I
Any other
You have something to
leverage?
say? I can...
That is
You have our
25.
greetings.
Oh, yes, it is good to...
Welcome. Go ahead.
And any leverage that we can collect from here. Doesn't look like it. But let us still always remain here. That's fine. Iraq's Hill. Yeah, that is all good. So where is the territory claim? 14, 7, 10, 12, 8, 15. 619, 619. I will just make a claim up here, 619. That will be done next turn. We will make all this territory claim. So then how about we also attack her diplomatic unit? Should we do that? I don't need to. We do have very good amount of war support, and we are trying to reduce her war support by placating every turn. So we will be doing that every turn now. Let's see. That is a very good mechanic. Okay, placate, yeah. Do that the first thing in every era or in every turn. Also make sure to check, okay, scientist star was completed. We are very close to the diplomat star. Should we wait or not? That is a choice that you might want to see. If you could complete a wonder, you can obviously do that, right? How many is this? No, I don't think, since we cannot complete any wonder, so I think this is the time to really move on.
You have our
I did say that we
greetings.
will probably
Yes,
be
I
able to
cannot
move on
dispute
turn
the benefit
110 to
in that.
115, and that is around the time we are moving up. Although it was probably like 105, 110. So we are a little bit late, and that is because this game I have not really been able to snowball because the resources were so low everywhere. But that is just what it is. Okay, I think, should we get this? It will give us ransack gains on army as well as horsemen and javelin riders. Siege weapons, army hierarchy. This is definitely a very important tech because it allows us to have one more unit slot. So I will get that up, and then we will level up to the next era. Okay. What other building should we be building very quickly? And anything which gives us slot and science. Actually, get the science up rolling.
No doubt this independent people possess sophisticated customs, rights, language, and beliefs. I do hope you're going to treat them well.
Okay, here we cannot take that far a swim. We will have to wait for a little bit more deck to do that well. But let us start getting more science. Bahama, even more science. Bayagona definitely needs much more stability. So we need to
So, will
get
this
to another
independent
wonder.
people be an ally or an enemy? A barrier or a blessing? Their future may not be in their hands.
Let's come into this particular area. It's fine. This is why scouting is so good, right? 80, 70, that is quite well done. Just remain here. Just come here. Okay, and we will be making up a choice right now. Make sure that we don't die. So let us make this safe for move up, right? That is 10.3 choice. So let us consider our choices, right? Our religion is spreading and everything. And we do have to race up to the people, but we have reached the first slot yet again. At the end of this era, we have how many 3 stars? 1, 2, 3, 4 3 stars. That is 12, 14, 15, 16 stars. I always say to get between 15 to 20. And for that, the best is really to get like 4 of 3 stars. That is really what you always want to get. And we got there and we have set up a very good base. So next era is hopefully when we will be getting some very heavy science. And I was already talking about science, and the best culture has already been chosen. If you can get to early modern era as the Mughals, I would say it's probably the S tier culture, because they have a huge amount of production which can be put in your capital, as well as having excessive production and faith generation. So the Mughals are really OP. Uh, what are the other good choices up here, right? We could always try to transcend, but I do not consider that as a good choice. The Dutch, I would consider it only really for harbor quarter strat. Caribbean pirate, I will always say that they are very weak because their main way of getting resources is by poaching, and everybody then hates you so much, and then everybody wants to fight you. Haudenosaunee is very good culture for getting a lot of food. So if you have did not have cultures with a lot of food, this is the way to do it. Joseon, excellent if you want to get a lot of science. In fact, since here we are wanting to get a lot of science, I will probably choose either Joseon or maybe one of these ones, either the Ottomans or the Spanish. And a lot of them are very, very good. And let me first see the Joseon. Yeah, +3 science on every tile producing science, and there will be. I mean, this is not that strong to be very fair. What is really good is their unique quarter. That does provide a lot of science and a lot of science adjacency, along with the fact that they're scientists, so they're allowed to get to the industrial era some of the key techs. So this is a relevant choice for us. The Masai, same with Haudenosaunee, there is a lot of food, but we have already had 2 food districts, so I don't think I will want that. Maori is great if you want to have a lot of stability. If you are having stability issues and if you want to do a lot of work, but then we would have to go for more, and I don't want to show off that too. Ming, I take them as very, very weak. They are an aesthete culture, and aesthetes are extremely weak here. So I don't want to do that. The Ottomans are another culture which are extremely OP because of the fact that they have reduction in heavy weapon and production cost, as well as very strong heavy weapon, which are like like bombards and things like that. But what should we be doing here? Sultan Kami, very good, like +1 faith per district. So very strong faith generation, but I don't really care too much about it, right? Right. This is the one which is the best, and she has already taken the best one. So she is really, really competitive. And then I want to also be competitive with her fifth generation. So I think I will get Cathedral Goticas, the Spanish, right? They're an expansionist one, so they want us to expand. They get +3 combat strength on unsupplied units. The Conquistadors are very, very strong. And the Cathedral Goticas give a high stability as well. And that the fact that the religious and common squad, which means that we will be getting super high production, let's say, discounts on them. So we will be able to build them up very, very quickly and then hopefully use all the production to build up some of the research quarters and get our science up. We really need science to be up. So let's just choose this Spanish. Let's go.
Geography, cartography, algebra, optics, astronomy. It's a time of discovery and exploration. But discoveries are not made solely by traders and adventurers. Those who explore with ships and caravans would go in circles without those who explore with pens and parchment. Let's see whether a different leader can write a less tumultuous version of the history of the Spanish Empire.
Yep, we have now reached the early modern era. Like 1 turn or 2 turns later than them, which is not too bad. Let me just make sure that I have the saves saved up. Okay, so all the saves are done. So we will, I think we can just keep playing. We will see. Okay, some wonders can be claimed, and I think what are the best wonders to claim here? Actually, Machu Picchu is one of the better ones because it allows all your cities to gain food equal to 50% of the food produced by Machu Picchu city. And the one broken combo is actually to get Angkor Wat, right, which produces a lot of food here, as you can see, and then use it. So, like, let us see the total amount of food being produced, right? And that could get sent to all other cities. That would be so strong. So that is definitely something to be said. The other great wonder is Topkapi Palace, which I would consider the S tier choice for this era actually, because what this gives us is 100% production towards any shared project from by this city. So this is very good if you want to centralize one of your cities, and I will be taking this up in our capital, and then have Taj Mahal if we can claim it later. So let's claim Topkapi Palace, right? Already. In fact, I will start recording this as a new, not as a new stream, but as a new video. So let me just make a cut here for the video for YouTube.